I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and I'm sorry I've been a bit busy at work. But today I'd like to show you how to effectively and safely and use a pressure cooker and save you some money. So let's get right down to it. So this is my pressure cooker. It's not too big, but of course you buy a pressure cooker according to the needs of your family. If you're a large family, maybe you'd want a 10-liter capacity, but mine is just a 7-liter capacity. And of course, we've got the lid of the pressure cooker. This is it. So this comes with this. This is a very important part of the pressure cooker. I guess many accidents happen when this gets worn out. When it gets worn out, know that you can replace it in most Asian shops or in shops that sell things like pressure cookers. You can get this. So this is replaceable. And then we've got this. This is most important. When you're in my house, I normally keep it in a place. If I have kids coming over, I'll hide it because they might think it's just something that they can play with. And if it gets lost, then, well, that beats the effectiveness of the pressure cooker. So what I do, I make sure that I keep this away. Once I've washed my pressure cooker after finishing with it, I just remove this from the top. This one goes at the top here. Okay, so it goes at the top here. So this nozzle is what helps to release the pressure. So as we get on with the video, I'll show you. I'm going to be boiling some black beans on Njahi, and probably an hour or less than an hour. Let's see how long that takes. I won't be doing a lot of beans because I'll just do a half of them. And then let's see how we can effectively and safely use a pressure cooker without having to save yourself some money because you don't have to buy cereals. And then this is something when you get out of work, you can actually come at 7 o'clock, and by 9 o'clock, probably your beans are ready. Or when you come at 7, by say 8:30, your beans are ready, or whatever else you're boiling is ready. And I love it. I love my pressure cooker. It just makes life that much easier for me. So let's see in part 2 as I soak the beans. I'm going to soak them for about an hour before I put them on, because still I'll be saving on my gas because I intend to do this on top of a gas cooker. So let's see you in part 2. Bye. So second part of the video where I'll be washing my black beans. There goes. So these ones, to avoid putting them inside the sink or just for them to spill over, I use this. So this thing is very useful in my kitchen. I love it. So I normally place it in the sink there, and then I pour my beans there, like that. So you'll wash this. So these are they normally put in chemicals in them because of preserving them and stuff. So this is just roughly like just half a kilogram. So this, just wash and make sure. I love this because you can see, just make sure that the water is clean. And then I'll wash my container there, of course, because I need to put these ones in there. So how I know that they are clean, I normally just add water there. I add water, like half of that. And then I take whatever I've just washed, and then I'll just pour them in there. So how the water looks will tell me if I've washed them really clean. And as you can see, the water is pure. It's clean, looks clean. So then the next step is to soak them inside there. So I'll pour those inside there. You can see they are pretty clean. That's enough water. So I'll leave this for about an hour without covering. Of course, I'm going to rinse that once I'm done. I'll rinse after an hour, and then I'll just cover. I'll show you how to cover and use this. So the whole point of this is just learning how to use pressure cooker safely. So I'll soak those for an hour. I don't know if that water is enough. Maybe I'll add it, and then we'll see what happens next. So guys, my beans are ready to boil. As you can see, I've been having challenges with the handle to this. It just came out. I don't know if one of the things pop out. I don't know what is supposed to be fixed here, but I'm guessing I'm going to try and actually cook without it. So what I've done, I've fixed this. I told you this is one of the most important things in a pressure cooker. So this is normally fixed in like that. It goes in there. So this is what prevents steam from escaping once your food. So this, it's been an hour. There are my Njahi or my black beans. They are ready. I think they look good enough to whatever. So what I'll do, how I normally fix this is that I'll put this, the lid is supposed to be here, but like I told you, I don't know what happened. I guess when I was closing, maybe I was a bit too aggressive, so this broke off. But no worries, once you've done that, so I normally bring this to the side like that. I bring it to the side like that. I make sure that at least it's covered like that. So from the side there, so this is where the handle should have been. So what I do is that I press and then bring this to the side like that. So I normally press and I use a lot of strength to do that. And as you can see, I can feel it's quite a tight fit. I can feel it's really good. So the handle was supposed to have been here. So these two are actually supposed to be adjacent to each other like that. But this fell off. I don't know where one part. I guess when I'm cleaning, I'll either get it or I'll just know how to fix that. I don't know. So there, and then the most important part, this must be fixed in. So you just push it in like that. Make sure that it's fixed in, but you can still move it. You see the sounds that it makes? So once pressure builds up inside, what happens is that this is pushed up and then there's pressure. We'll see how that goes. So I've actually put in, there goes my, I've fixed my nozzle. I always put this one away from yourself. So if you're standing here, so this one should be away. So I want to put on my gas and then I'll put on the timer and then we'll see how far that goes. So you put that on. So what I've done is I've just put on the igniter. My gas is on, like you can see. So I'll put this. After some time, when the pressure has built, I'll probably shoot that sound that it normally produces. But after this nozzle starts, the pressure starts building and then it's released, the first time what I'll do is that I'll reduce the fire. So I normally use my timer. So I'll use the timer of the oven timer to, can you hear that sound? Yeah, so that sound means the timer is on. So I've set it to 60, 1 hour. Let's see how our njahis do. So guys, I don't know if you can hear that sound as the pressure cooker is gaining probably enough pressure. Sometimes, let me tell you, I use this thing often, but the fear for a pressure cooker for me is real. I use it with a lot of caution. I know what it has done to some people. I know how messy it can get. I know how dangerous it is. But I also, even as you're using your pressure cooker, it's important to be cautious, extremely cautious in whatever that you do. So I just wanted it hasn't yet built enough pressure, but I think it's about to. Once it has that, once it releases the first pressure, what I do is that I'll go just right under the gas there, and I'm going to reduce the how much fire goes in there, because you know how I don't know, the more fire. That's why I'd not recommend you using a pressure cooker on a jiko, because you can't regulate on a charcoal jiko. You cannot regulate how much heat goes in there, and sometimes the pressure builds up too much until that thing explodes, especially if you didn't lock it properly. Then it will become such a big issue for you. So I'm still waiting for the first hiss. Still haven't gotten it yet, but no worries, we'll see. So guys,